So what's going on, fellas? Welcome back. My name's GRIZZ. Today we're going to be talking about Black Ops 4 Zombies. We last talked about the Black Ops Pass and everything that's included, including Map Pack 1 with DLC 1. So that's the top link in the description box below. If you want to catch up on what's all happening with the patch notes and updates, check that video out. But on December 11th, there was an update that read as follows. We'll continue to roll out new features and gameplay content in 2019, including factions, new seasonal event callings, Phase 2 of the Black Ops Authenticity Stamp System, featuring deeper player stats. So even though this update does state that sometime in 2019 these features are expected to roll out, it's been a while. We've had callings recently to really kick off the December month into 2019. And what we're seeing so far with Map Pack 1 is daily callings. We now have that. We have daily tier skips. A lot of daily stuff is really secured in Map Pack 1. Now, I'm not saying DLC 2 is when Factions is going to be coming, because it might actually happen right before DLC 2. So I'm kind of aiming for the January month here when it comes to Factions. And where we first got information when it comes to Factions in Black Ops 4 Zombies was at Comic-Con 2018. This happened in the July month, and we learned of 4 different types of factions that are going to be here. Bloodfaith, Tempest Novi, Dustborn, and the First Legion. When these 4 factions were being talked about, it was right after the dialogue that they were having about daily callings, or just callings in general. So here's what they said. There will be factions in Black Ops 4 Zombies, complete with their own quests and narratives. These factions will add another dimension to the story as players choose to side with the Bloodfaith, Tempest Novi, Dustborn, or the First Legion. Blundell added that these factions will add a new layer to the Zombies experience. Whose side will you stand with, and what does that mean as you progress along that path? So let me ask you right now, down in the comment section below, what is your first thoughts, your first impression when you hear that? When you hear that, who will you stand with, and what does that mean as you progress along that path? If I'm going to give you my opinion, what do I think about the progression factor of factions? I like to think about it in the same way that we have a contraband stream in Blackout multiplayer. We have daily tier skips now in Zombies, so that works towards that contraband stream. But what if we had our own Zombies contraband stream? What if each faction provided a series of loot that you could earn and side with at different times and maybe progress them along that path? Here's what they tend to look like. This is what Reddit has provided for the Zombies community for Bloodfaith, Tempest Novi, Dustborn, and the First Legion. Not exactly sure where this image came from, but it came from somewhere over on Reddit, and I found this over on Twitter. Now the thing about this is I don't know which symbols go with which one. So right now this is pretty much what we know about factions, and the details coming for 2019 are still to be determined. But we have the names of the factions, we have symbols as to what they might look like from the PC files, and that's about it so far, fellas. We're going to side with one of these factions, maybe side with all the factions, just you'll work on one at a certain amount of time, go to the other one, work a certain amount of time into it, and then we might have something like Faction Wars, where certain factions will earn more XP and win a better prize at the end of the month or whatever they're going to do with it. But I tend to think that we have daily callings, we have events that happen that are seasonal. Right, so we have something that's about once a month. Those are the seasonal events. We didn't really have anything for a Thanksgiving calling, so it might not be monthly. But we don't have anything for a weekly challenge here in Zombies where we can come back to every week, and I think that would be really healthy to involve the Easter egg. For an example, you beat the Easter egg, you get a signature weapon. Now on October 26th we had an update, and I've talked about this in a previous video, but I feel like it's important to keep bringing up. Mastery camos in Zombies. As mentioned previously, we're working on enabling Mastery camo unlocks in multiplayer to be applied to weapons in Zombies. Now this involves gold camo, diamond camo, and dark matter camo. I think a lot of us really want to see those camos come into Zombies, and as well as signature weapons, mastercraft weapons, those are camos as well. All those should be included. I think we're going to see this trend happen in 2019 when the Factions event and features get rolled out. It's going to be a big update for Zombies, and it might be rolled out over 1 or 2 or maybe 3 different updates. But it should come in segments, and I think it'll come along with another type of event. And probably when Operation Absolute Zero ends is when we're going to be seeing this update come to fruition. That's kind of where I'm leaning right now, fellas, when it comes to factions. We have 4 factions now. We'll be able to side with them, side with one of them potentially. But I think if Treyarch takes it seriously, they adopt the weekly challenges with the factions, because that's what we're missing. We have the daily challenges, the daily callings. We need weekly callings that are frequent, have a reset date. They end at a certain time every week and reset. New set of rewards, ones that are always worth it, very hard to get and obtain. Those are the types of faction rewards I would like to see. Maybe even bonus multipliers because we're in a certain faction that's doing good. I don't think anybody can really answer that question because this is all we know right now. That new features and gameplay content in 2019, including factions, is going to be included in that. So, what does that mean? What are factions? Right now, that's all we know. This is all we know. There's going to be 4 factions. They're called Bloodfaith, Tempest Novi, Dustborn, or the First Legion. There's going to be a new progression path, a new progression system overlaid on top of what we know now with ranking up. So what does that mean? Who are you going to stand with? These are the questions we're going to be thinking about leading into 2019. I hope you guys all have a great Christmas. I wish you the best possible Zombies experience out there and as well as in real life. Be sure to subscribe, drop a like on this video, and activate push notifications so you can stay up to date with all the latest updates, patch notes, and every now and then a good glitch video. I'll see you in the next video. Viollent out.